Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back into the TnT podcast. I'm your host Ted,
And I'm Tim.
and today we got a little special episode for you guys. And for us personally, this one band that we talked about in a previous episode of our favorite bands, fans, and artists of all time, and one struck out to us, and one was very high on our list, and that is Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
And so we decided that we wanted to make a top 10 list of songs that we absolutely love.
Because this band has meant so much to us over the years, especially last week being the 3-year anniversary of Chester passing.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, the lead singer of Linkin Park.
Yes. One of the best vocalists you can ever hear. The man had a voice like no other.
Yes, he did.
The range that man
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, the range that man had, unbelievable. Unreal.
Yeah, perfectly said. He could sing anything.
Yeah.
Really.
From the soft to hard to anything. Really. Just don't matter. He'll do it.
And he was like actually a good person too.
Yes. And he had a rough life.
Oh yeah.
Very, very rough life. He got molested as a child, which was, it's so unfortunate, this guy, because it messed him up for a long time. And I think till he died, pretty much.
But yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we created a top 10 just to go through it. We'll go through, why it means so much to us, stuff like that. Towards the end, we'll explain why the band in general really just means so much to us. So do you want to start?
Yeah. So for my number 10, I got Burn It Down off of Living Things album. That song really just is really good. It's really catchy, and it really caught my attention. The lyrics I really like, especially when he says, "I believe when you told that lie, I played soldier, you played king, and struck me down when I kissed that ring. You lost that right to hold that crown. I built you up, but you let me down." I really like those lyrics, because those lyrics, like, it's like you thought that person would be there and, build up something, but then they just kind of just let it go.
Yeah. So that song was actually number 1 in my honorable mention.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I remember I was never a big fan of it for a while. And then after Linkin Park did their live show following, Chester, I was like, that's actually a good song. And I started listening to it again, and yeah, I definitely like it.
Yeah, it's very catchy. Definitely, for sure. What's your number 10?
My number 10 is New Divide.
Ah, okay.
So I remember when that came out, that was the second Transformers movie, I think, that they made it for.
2007?
Yes, that sounds about right, 2007.
Yeah.
I wasn't as prepared as Ted, I guess. I don't have like lyrics written out, and but no, that song, it's even the name New Divide, it just shows divide between two people. I just think that's the perfect song to listen to if you're like in a fight with somebody, or I don't know, broke up with somebody. I think that's like a good song to listen to in that scenario.
Definitely, for sure.
All right, number 9.
My number 9 is In the End. I know the popular songs, to be honest with you, the popular songs for me aren't that high on my list, because obviously you hear it so much. It's like, they're great, but like they get so overplayed.
Yeah,
so
Ted's the type of person, you have a lot of songs in your playlist.
Yeah. So we're 1,700.
Yeah, so I don't have nearly that much. I'm okay with repeating songs. Yeah. Like especially if it's a good song, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, I'm one of those people, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I feel the same way, because sometimes you're in the mood, and sometimes you get the feel, and like whenever you're at the gym or running or something, you just want to play the same song over and over because it's like really motivating or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, for me, it's like you got those songs that are like comforting.
Yeah.
I guess, and for me, listening to the same ones, I guess it helps.
Yeah.
All right.
For In the End, that was one of the first songs.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yep. That I love that line.
Yeah. That's a good line. I put down, didn't look out below, watch the time go right out the window, trying to hold on, but you didn't even know, wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, even though I tried, it all fell apart. So, it's like you've tried everything, but the person just didn't put the effort that like you did, you know, into
Yeah.
something. So that song really is just really good if you went through something where you were the one that put in the effort into something and the other person didn't put as much as you did.
I guess you tried so hard, got so far, but in
But in
the
the
end,
end, it doesn't matter.
exactly.
Yeah. You're
All right.
number 9.
My number 9 has a similar word. Waiting for the end.
Ah, okay.
No, this song, it's a sadder song.
Yeah.
Literally waiting for the end to come.
Yeah. Very
that.
deep. That's a very deep song.
Yeah, that I listened to it a lot in my dark days. But no, that one's it was kind of hard to put it lower in the list, but and the amount of songs that mean to me, I knew it had to be on there, but not as much of a capacity, I guess, as the rest.
Gotcha.
Number 8,
Number 8 for me is Crawling.
In My Skin.
Yep. Yep. That song, is just so good, man. Like, I don't know, just everything from music wise to both of their voices to Mike and Chester's, just so good. And my favorite lyrics off that is to find myself again. My walls are closing in without a sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's too much pressure to take. I felt this way before, so insecure. So basically, it's just being so insecure about yourself and not being able to let loose, but it's still a great song either way. If someone's like very insecure about something, it's
a good song
to listen to.
Yeah.
Just so good. I mean, as I've stated before, I don't know if I stated this into the other the other podcast when we talked about our top music artists, our favorite, that the Hybrid Theory album to me is the greatest album I've ever heard. I don't care what anybody says. That album is just amazing. Every song on there is a hit. And
Is that your favorite album, not just Linkin Park, in
general,
music?
In music, yes.
Wow.
It's saying something. It's really bold statement, but it's just so good. There's nothing that tops it.
I'm more of a fan of their later stuff.
I'm like the polar opposite. I'm like the Family Lawyer stuff. But yeah, we're like on two opposite ends of the spectrum there. So you're number 8?
You don't like this song. I know that. Heavy.
Okay.
I know you're not a huge fan of the One More Light album.
It's just not my style. You know what I'm saying? But like, I could see where people like it.
Yeah,
but
you like screamo.
Yeah, I won't deny that. But it's a very deep and sad album because if you listen to the lyrics of some of those songs, especially One More Light,
that
one is
on my list.
That one
it's more up there.
That one, people were like, people should have looked at those lyrics more deeply because I think it related to Chester's feelings towards before he died, something like that.
No, I really just like that song. Like couldn't even say like a top lyric or something. The whole song I really like because it's literally asking question, why is everything so heavy?
Yeah, because your heart, it's like your heart feels so heavy and it's just like bring you down.
Yep. All right, number 7.
Number 7.
We're blowing through this.
Yeah, number 7. This is a song I don't think you have listened to, and it's called Figure .09.
I've listened to it, just not a lot.
Got you. Figure .09. I just love the chorus part. I just love the chorus part of it. It's so good. And that's actually where I pulled my lyrics from, and it's like, and now you become a part of me. You always be right here. You'll become a part of me. You always be my fear. Hearing your name, the memories come back again. I remember when it started happening. I see you in every thought I had, and then the thoughts slowly found the words attached to them. So, it's like the memories of that person that you really cared about, that you're not around, or like, person that affected you in a way where you can't get rid of them. And it's like, you become a part of me. You'll always be right here, which I'm probably thinking it's like in his heart, and then hearing your name, the memories come back. Because like if you hear someone's name, it's gonna bring back memories. So it's just like something like that. And the song just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, that one I don't have much insight on.
Yeah.
I know I've listened to it, but
But yeah, your number 7?
number 7, What I've Done. Obviously another one that was in
Yeah,
Transformers.
yeah. No,
So that's
that song's really good. That song's a really good song.
no, it's really the same thing as not the same thing, but in the same realm as New Divide, where it's literally asking the question, what did I do?
Forgive me what I've done. Yeah, it's like what did I do to deserve like this stuff that makes no sense,
Yep.
you know?
All right, number 6.
Number 6 is this one I don't think you've listened to. It's called Hit the Floor.
That one, no, actually.
Okay. Hit the Floor. There's this one part in the song I absolutely love, and this is when Mike says it. He goes, I know I'll never trust a single thing you say. You realize you divide us, but you lied anyway. And all the lies got you floating up above us all, but what comes up has got to fall. I love that line so much because when you have someone that lies so much and thinks they're on top of the world, but those lies catch up, so you're gonna come be crashing down.
Just like Stonks.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. That line, that line is just so good. It just resonates to me because, like, when you go through something like that, when you go through being with, having someone close to you that was just a straight up liar, it's like,
Which everyone's had someone like that in their lives in some capacity.
In some capacity.
So it's good to like relate to, I guess.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, your lies are gonna catch up to you, and now you're on top now, but you will fall eventually. Love that line. Absolutely love that line. Number 6.
Bleed It Out.
That's actually on my honorable mentions.
Nice. Wow, one actually
Yeah.
that's on my list is on yours. So you know what line I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Because obviously Chester committed suicide. He hung himself, and they allude to just that in the song.
Yeah. Trying to find a new place to hang this noose.
Yep.
Every time I hear that, I'm like, oh no. It's like that song is from '07, which is 10 years before he passed away. But
Yep.
yeah,
But
it's
still,
an eerie feeling once you hear that lyric.
It is.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Just I've always loved that song, and for some reason, in the beginning, I don't know what they said. Someone yells, but when I was a kid, I always thought it always sounded exactly like my dad yelling, "Tim." Do you know the part I'm being right in the beginning?
Yeah.
I would always take off my headphone and listen to it. Wait, that was part of the song. What am I doing? All right, number 5.
Number 5. This is the song that actually got me into Linkin Park, and it's called "Line from You."
I don't think I've heard that one.
It's off the Meteor album. 5 through 7 is off Meteor.
I was gonna say, before we go anywhere else, how many songs are from Hybrid Theory on your list?
Let me see.
9 out of 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because whenever we listen
4.
to Linkin Park,
4.
Only 4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! So whenever we're in the car and we start listening to Linkin Park, he said exactly what he said before. Oh, Hybrid Theory is the best album ever.
I know. I always say it.
Whenever we listen to Linkin Park.
So "Lying from You," that song actually got me into Linkin Park. One day I had to have been like 4 years old, and they just released Meteora, and it was on the month what month it came out in 2003, and my dad's a DJ, and he always gets those discs and stuff like that from back in the day we used to pick up from the post office, and whatchamacallit, so you play them in the car and we play all the songs and whatnot, and that came on, and I really liked the song, and that's how I got into Linkin Park. So with those lyrics from that, so what I put down was, "This isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me like this." So something that he said made the person run away and don't want to even be a part of it. So, and it makes you like, it's like, come back. What happened? But it's such a good song. The guitar and everything in it, their voices are just so good.
Yeah.
Your number 5.
My number 5 is, you mentioned it before, One More Light. That song is so sad.
It is a very sad and very deep song.
Yeah, and this one I know the exact lyric. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. That line kills me.
Oh.
I relate to that line, obviously.
Yeah.
But that line right there, that kills me every time.
That song is, it hits you in a very different way than a lot of other Linkin Park
Because
songs.
I know you don't
guess.
like their softer stuff, but
Nah, I never really grew on that. I don't know. I was always, on the Hybrid Theory. I was always on the Hybrid Theory, Minutes to Midnight, Meteora type deal. Those first three albums I always enjoyed.
No, but this song is one of their best out of the their newer stuff. I think definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. I gotta say for sure.
All right, number 4.
Number 4 is off Minutes to Midnight. It's No More Sorrow.
That's in my honorable mentions.
I see. Nice. No More Sorrow. Funny part is I actually learned how to play the intro to that. It was really cool actually playing an intro to a Linkin Park song. So it really felt awesome just to kind of get it down. And
Little Ted's like, yo, look at me.
I know, I got it down. So I just love the intro of it and his voice in the song. It's just so powerful. It's the chorus is just powerful. The lyrics I put down is I see pain, I see need, I see liars and thieves abuse power with greed. I had hoped, I believed, but I'm beginning to think that I've been deceived. So it's these people that want the power from these other people and are greedy enough to take it away, Yep. So it's like he's talking about like all the greedy people in the world and how much they want more of everything, But that song, just the sound of it and everything in that song, especially after the chorus and the one part where Chester, says liars and hypocrites or something like that. I think that's the lyric, and he just screams it. It's just so powerful. That's why I love that song so much.
I think it's Thieves and Hypocrites.
Thieves and Hypocrites. That's what it was.
Yep.
You're right. So you're number 4?
Shadow of the Day. I promise I'm not a sad person. I have all these their sadder ones. I promise I'm not a sad person, but
he's not. He's very joyful.
I try sometimes. I don't know, just that song. I thought it was gonna be higher on the list, but I had some others obviously. But this is the one I always heard on the radio.
Yeah, I remember hearing it on the radio a lot.
Yeah. So this one, it's just I don't know. I love the solo towards the end of the song.
Mm.
That, oh my god, so good.
Oh yeah.
All right, number 3.
Number 3.
Final 3 right here.
Final
Top 3.
Yes. Number 3. It's off Meteora, and it's called Nobody's Listening. That song, I just love the interesting beat they have of it. It's like it kind of goes back to like Mike Shinoda's roots because like he's Japanese, so he has like that Japanese type beat in the background, and it's really really good. I like the way they mashed it up and stuff, and the one line, I just love the chorus in that where Chester's like, try to give you warning, but everyone ignores me. Told you everything loud and clear, but nobody's listening. Call to you so clearly, but you don't want to hear me. Told you everything loud and clear, but nobody's listening. So it's like, if you're not, it's like, that song is like when you're not being heard. It's like you want to get your side of things out, but you're not heard. So I like, that part, that song, it just resonates because it's like when you go through something like that, it's so hard to just express how you feel when the other person doesn't give you the time of day to do it, But that song really impacts me the most. That's why I put it really, really high on that list. I don't know if you've heard that or listened to that song.
No, I have.
Okay. To be honest with you, I think I have more Meteora songs on here than Hybrid Theory.
Yeah, that shocks me.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Guys,
actually no 4. It's actually even 4.
I'm dead serious when I say anytime we play Linkin Park, I just hear him go, oh, Hybrid Theory.
I I know. Actually, it's even. It's 4-4 from Hybrid Theory and Meteora, and then 2 from the other ones. That's cool.
Number 3, Breaking the Habit.
Breaking the okay.
Breaking the Habit.
Okay. That is a really good song.
Yeah, one of the more popular ones, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, that's one of the first songs I heard of them. Because I originally heard of Linkin Park through my brother. He originally showed them to me. I remember this song just, I don't know, blew me away, I guess. This is one of the ones that made me a fan of Linkin Park.
Oh, cool. They have a cool music video for that too. It's like it's animated. It's an animated music
I don't think
video.
I've seen the music video of it.
The music video is pretty cool. Definitely take a watch to it. Definitely, for sure, because it's very I like how they did it. It's like a whole animated thing, and it's like they did animation of Chester. I think they did one of Mike as well, but I haven't seen it in a long time, so it's really cool the way they did it though.
Yeah. All right, number 2.
Number 2. All right. Number 2 is off Hybrid Theory, and it's One Step Closer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So, One Step Closer. I just love the intro where it's like dun 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 dun. I just love that intro. The intro is so good. Also too, I just love where he's like shut up, like saying shut up and stuff like that. It's just really powerful. The lyrics that I took off that were, I find the answers aren't so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts that make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away over and over again. Love that line. Love those lyrics. It's just finding bliss in ignorance. Just trying to find peace, because then like you're being smart and the other person's just being absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
And then, obviously in the chorus, it's like I'm getting one step closer to the edge and I'm about to break. So it's like you're getting so angry over the person that they're not, being smart. And it's like you're about to, explode because they're not being smart. So, that song just really is good. I like the music video for that as well. I just love the way Chester looks in it. It's such a good look for him. When he has actually has hair.
I was just gonna say that when he actually
had hair, and then Mike had he had little his spikes were like a different color too, which was really cool. The remixes, wanted to get into that as well. The remixes of One Step Closer is really good. They did a whole reanimated thing back in 2002, and one of the songs was One Step Closer, and that one just is unbelievable. Jonathan Davis from Korn, it makes an appearance on that, and they did a mashup of that, and it sounds unbelievable. I can't even tell you how good it sounds. But anyway, you're number 2.
Numb.
Okay. One of the most. I think that's probably
That's their most popular song, but it's going through it is your parents want you to be somebody. They want you to be them, but you don't want to be them. Is what I really take from it.
Yeah, that is a very deep song. It is very deep, and then the music video is great.
I've become so numb I can't feel you there.
So much more aware.
All right, we'll go into honorable mentions before we hit our number mentions. 1. Even though you know my number 1,
yes.
But
my honorable mentions. We mentioned it before. Bleed It Out.
Yep.
I also have Faint on there.
Okay.
Faint, yeah. Faint's a really, really good song. I really like the music video for that, where they're performing in front of the crowd and stuff. High Voltage. That one, for some of the Linkin Park listeners, that's off of the extended album, or the what's that? I can't remember the word. Whatever. I guess an extended album, a bonus with
a bonus track.
Yeah. So that was a bonus track. I love that song because of Mike's flow in the song. Mike's flow is really good in that. Another one for me is A Place for My Head. Really, really love that song, especially the remix that I played for you the other day. In the
Which
car.
one?
A Place for My Head.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That one, I really like that song, and plus the remix of that, because it's so good, very powerful. And then my last honorable mention is Don't Stay. Don't Stay. It's just so good, man. I just love the intro of it. and then it goes right into it. I just love that. What's yours looking like?
No More Sorrow.
Okay.
Talked about that
Yeah.
already. The Catalyst. Somewhere I Belong.
Okay.
That one, it kind of hurt to leave that out of my
Yeah.
10, but had to put it in there. Crawling
Crawling. Yeah.
and Burn It Down.
Crawling also too. There's a really good remix of that on the Reanimation album. That one was a really good one as well. Also want to mention too the ones that Jay-Z did with Linkin Park with Numb Encore.
Yeah.
And then 99 Problems with 99 Problems and all that, which I'll get into in a minute or two. Yeah, just those remixes are just so good, and they did such a great job with them.
You'll have to show me more of them.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
My number one.
Your number one.
And my number
we
one.
made it.
And you know my number one. I've said this many times. My number one, and this is going to shock you guys because it's actually not a very popular song by Linkin Park, but it's off Hybrid Theory.
Of course.
Points of Authority.
Yep.
I absolutely love this song so much. I just love the intro. Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame and put your name to shame. Cover up your face. You can't run the race. The pace is too fast. You just won't last. Love that. And I love the chorus too. You like to think you're never wrong. You live what you've learned. You have to act like you're someone. You live what you learned. You want someone to hurt like you. You live what you learned. You want to share what you've been through. So it's like, this person, thinks they're perfect. They never do anything wrong. You have to act like you're some tough guy. I just love that song because it's so relatable. Like, it's just so relatable. And just the ending of that song too, how hard that ending is, it's so good. I can't even tell you. It's just unbelievable. And the remixes of that song, plus the one I was going to say before, of 99 Problems, One Step Closer, and Points of Authority. Two of my all-time favorite Linkin Park songs with 99 Problems, which is also a great song. Unbelievable. It just blows it away. It's amazing. I can rave about this song for a whole podcast. I can go on it for an hour, really. But basically, Points Authority is my number one. It will always be my number one, no matter what.
No matter what?
No matter what. It'll always be my number one.
My number one, which you also know, Leave Out All the Rest. This one, I remember watching the music video, I think when it came out. I think they were in some sort of like spaceship or something. I don't know.
I haven't seen that in that music
But
video.
just like the first lines, I dreamed I was missing and you were so scared. Like I said, I promise I'm not a sad person.
I have like all the hard ones.
I got all like the sad ones.
Sad ones.
I don't know. I like sad music, I guess.
Oh man. So yeah, we're like we said before, we're on the two opposites of the spectrum. I got the hard, the hard music, the angry.
Oh, you're into all that.
It's just
Shine Down, Corn.
Yeah.
Disturbed,
Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, we went through
Godsmack.
all that.
Yeah, we went through all that. But yeah, it's just my style, and I just love the way Chester's voice sounds. Which I also want to include one more song that actually features Chester, and it's called System. System is the most powerful song I have ever heard that dude sing. The voice in his song, and I don't know if I've ever played it for you.
No.
It's off Queen of the Damned. It's a movie from 2002. It's with I always forget how to say her name. It's Aaliyah. She was like a very popular music artist back in like the late 90s, early 2000s before she unfortunately died in a plane crash. And there was this other guy in there too. But the movie apparently, was really good, and like Jonathan Davis from Korn, they did like a whole like compilation. They made songs for the movie and stuff like that. And they included Chester in that, in the one song that Jonathan Davis wrote, and his voice in it is just magical.
Money.
Mm-hmm. His voice is so powerful. It's amazing how powerful his voice can get. That's why I love that song so much. But yeah, it's just you gotta listen to it. Gotta listen to it.
All right. There we go.
Yeah.
That's our top 10
top 10 and honorable mentions, and some few other ones that
we threw in there.
The remixes are great. If you haven't listened to the remixes with Jay-Z or the Reanimation album that they came out with in 2002, definitely take a listen to it. It is really, really good, and I promise you won't be let down.
Like, even if you don't like this type of music, like, I usually don't like the screaming and all that. But I don't know, with Linkin Park, it just works.
Yeah.
It just, like, works.
I just love Chester's voice. Like, I don't mind him screaming. Like, I actually like it. Like, it's actually, like, that's the only, like, them and, like, I can tolerate Slipknot a little bit. I know it's a very high tolerance, but
Oof,
Slipknot
God, no.
and Five Finger Death Punch, I mean, I can tolerate those two. But, you know, with Chester, you know, it's perfect. It's just perfect. The style of all their songs with him, you know, screaming, it's great. Or yelling, more like yelling than anything else. Not really screaming, but he's more like yelling. But
Yeah. But seriously, this is the one band I wish I could have saw live.
me too.
And they are making new music.
Really
I
now?
forgot to tell you. I looked it up, and yeah, I think it was back in April they announced.
That's
Or I think
weird.
Yeah, someone was in an interview, and yeah, they said they're starting to make new music.
Really?
And
Wow,
they
that's
all
gonna be strange.
think Mike Shinoda said that they're not gonna like search for a new singer. They don't want it to feel like they're replacing Chester.
Mhm.
They want it to come naturally,
I see.
kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Linkin
wow.
Park without Chester. That will be.
That's gonna be very interesting to hear, because Mike, raps. You know, it's gonna be hard to include more.
Yeah,
of the hard
he's got a
stuff.
good voice,
He
but
does. He has a great voice, but it's just gonna be hard. Like if you want to include back like your oldie stuff from back in the day, it's gonna be tough because Chester provided that hardness with it.
yeah,
If there was a time where if I wanted to see them live, it was between '01 and '05, just because of Hybrid Theory and Meteora and the collapse together, and plus with Jay-Z and all the other remixes, I'd be in Cloud 9. I'd be in Cloud 9. So,
no, definitely wish I could have saw him live
oh, me too.
before Chester
Me too.
passed. But
Uh,
I mean, with them announcing new music, that means
I'm looking forward to listening to it. It's going to be interesting to see what they come out
if
with.
they got a new singer, or if they're gonna.
I hope they don't. I mean, I kind of hope they kind of stick with what they got, because like I feel bad because like it's like I would never want to, like, Chester's irreplaceable.
Mhm.
You cannot replace a legend like
with
that.
with a man with that kind of voice, you can't.
It's like the most impossible thing to do, unless it's with someone that like a very popular vocalist. Like, let's say, if it's somebody like, okay, lead singer of this obviously that's not gonna happen, but like, what if they like, work together? Like, what if like lead singer of Disturbed comes in and they work together, blah blah blah, blah, something like that, or someone from, maybe Brent Smith from Shinedown. Like, what if like something like that happened? Like, like how like some like artists, help with others and like feature their voices and stuff like that. Like, I honestly, that could be something they could do, like have features, and
each song have a different feature, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, and still have, it's not like you're replacing him, but it's like someone that you can have another singer with.
Yeah,
like M. Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold or something like that. Like, it's just it's morally of having the flow of the song match who you want to feature in. You're not replacing Chester, but you're featuring other people with it. Like, kind of like how they featured that one girl in Heavy.
Yeah,
something like that.
So that would definitely be interesting. I mean, I'm sure if they are working on one, it's probably not going to be released for a little bit, obviously.
Yeah, I think they're going to wait down the line for it, obviously because of Corona. But that'll be interesting to hear.
Yeah,
what they got planned.
See how they deal with it.
Yeah, because they haven't made music since he passed away. It's going to be.
The last thing they released was a live album.
Okay. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do. Hopefully they can prevail and see what they got up their sleeve.
It's good to know there's a future.
Yeah,
with the band.
I'm glad, because like when he passed away, it felt like when he passed away, it felt like there was nothing. It felt like it was the end, you know. So it was just like, where do they go from here? Do they still go? Or are they going to stop? Are they going to
Chester would want them to still go.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah. I know that he would, and that's the tough part. And unfortunately, obviously, Chris Cornell was one of his best friends,
Yeah.
and he, killed himself on his birthday. So it's a little eerie, but like I guess I don't know. Just then, when you're in the mindset of something like that, it's hard to even you can't relate.
Yeah.
So,
but with that depressing note,
sorry to leave it off so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to follow that up.
Yeah, but with that said, you have anything more to say?
Think you nailed it right there.
Yeah.
With that said, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. Make sure you guys check out all our socials, including our new merch shop. And with that said, we will see you guys next week.
Peace, guys.